Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Samaje Perine on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his second Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow.
Joe showed yet again, when healthy, and this guy is an MVP caliber player. He was a stat monster. Almost 5,000 yards passing and 43 touchdowns. And really elevated the Cincinnati team, especially defensively with a lot of flaws, right to the precipice of the playoffs.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throw finds Jamar Chase. And he will have this across that 40-yard line. Before they manage to stop him. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bengals have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10 from the 43. Play action now, Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's second down coming up.
Gun.
Burrow from the gun. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. To the air again, it's Burrow. He brings it in. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Brown on first and goal. There's so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
At the Raiders' 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow on the play action. Catch made. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Zamir White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas. And that guy is Geno Smith.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to Genty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Rolling on 3rd, Smith just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that. Momentum towards it. Early runaway.
They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Working inside the red zone. Drops back. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. After that defense, he puts a sack on the board.
He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brown is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate. Every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. Just need to start to see those chains moving. One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll air it out on third. And let's get to him and take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
Kate, I really don't mind that call on third down. Screen or a draw, something of that nature. But here's the deal. It's boom or bust. Either you're going to influence that defense with the screen, or they're going to do what they did right there. They're going to swallow it up and force the punt.
Completed over the middle. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied.
Well, Pete Carroll's never going to shy away from battling the officials. We both know that. He's got the challenge flag out. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football. And that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Burrow to the air now. Right side cut by Higgins. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 20-zip lead. T. Higgins, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't.
Pressure gets there, right side. It's blocked.
And that block's going to take a little bit of the sting away from giving up the touchdown. I'll tell you, that's exactly, if you're on that special teams unit, how you want to start this game. Playing hard, executing well, and putting a little seed of doubt and thought on the special teams unit on the other side.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Here's White on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2. Good rip on first down. That brings up second and 2. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Bengals are out in front. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They have it on second and short. Smith to the air now. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Smith. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up second down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Smith. Into the hands of Tyler Lockett. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Again, it's Smith to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders drop the lead back to 13.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On a return, this is Pirine. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Bengals and T. Higgins back in possession here. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it's going to be second down.
That's the throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
They sure came as all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be third down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, and you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say.
Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
And it's fourth down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Here we go. Can. Cut.
They're going for it. Here's Burrow. Has it downfield. It's Chase. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals push the lead to 20.
27. Raiders 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return.
The Raiders take over.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. DJ Turner comes up with it.
Well, that's now 2 Kate that they've gotten for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Going play action here. Burrow. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. They left him wide open. It's complete. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. T. Higgins, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
34. Raiders 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there 1 play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
This is Gentile on 2nd. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Design bootleg here. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
On first down, Genty. Goes haywire. It's out. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. Burrow finds him over the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Raiders and running back Ashton Genty headed back out there. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Smith in the pistol. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Smith back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Smith setting the throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it'll be 2nd down. Smith. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Pete Carroll believing in his guys. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Smith's going to throw again. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st down, here's Smith. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off on Barrett Carter. And the Bengals take over once again after forcing his 4th interception of the night. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
They're 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You liked it?
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go, 4th down, Burrow. He finds him beyond the marker. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stretch. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Burrow setting up the play action. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's your bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. New set of downs for him from the 31. Smith on first down. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play fake, here's Smith. Completed over the middle. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. DJ Turner comes up with it. There he goes on the right side. Into the red zone. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Coming in from the right, and they blocked it! They blocked it! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Here's White on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Raiders take over.
The Raiders and Tyler Lockett ready for a new series on offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Automatic first down.
First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Smith. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Smith on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Kate, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Intercepted in the end zone. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Cincinnati into formation. It's first and 10. Burrow on the play action. They get it right back. That's intercepted.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And it sets up second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. Uh-oh, trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
And maybe he lost track of downs. Who knows? We're both confused up here. Everybody in the stadium seems surprised, spiking it on 3rd down. forever coming up. They'll throw for it. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Here we go.
Take motion.
180.
Motion.
Dash.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Catch made by Chase Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
At the 8-yard line.
Going play action here. Burrow bails out of the pocket quick. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set. Down the middle. And the Bengals continue piling onto this lead.
Raiders 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
They go play action. Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
13
Play action. Here's Smith. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders continuing to fight at least. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they
pick him off again.